This is the range country, where the pounding hooves of untamed horses still thunder over mountains, meadows, and canyons. Every herd has its own leader, but there is only one Fury. Fury, king of the wild stallions. And here in the wild west of today, hard-riding men still battle the open range for a living. Men like Jim Newton, owner of the Broken Wheel Ranch, and Pete, his top hand, who says he cut his teeth on a branding iron.
Fury! Fury!
Wild as Fury is, that's the one human voice he's learned to love and obey. The voice of the boy who once saved his life, Jim Newton's boy, Joey.
Fury!
Here's a mutual trust and affection that everyone can understand. Especially a woman like Helen Watkins, Joey's school teacher and unfailing champion.
Now kneel down and let me get on you.
And there they are together, a great wild horse and the only person on earth who can ride him. Joey and Fury.
If your wife don't mind a little walk, I'd like to show you all of my choice stock. The lines are excellent.
Mr. Newton, that's the black stallion I was talking about.
Oh, that's Fury, Mrs. Landon.
He's magnificent.
That's certainly a suitable name for the horse. Since we saw him the other day, Cynthia hasn't been able to talk about anything else.
Is he for sale?
He belongs to my boy, Joey.
I reckon Joey'd rather sell himself before he'd think of parting with that animal.
Could I have a closer look at him?
Certainly. Joey, will you bring Fury over here a minute?
Sure, Jim.
The perfect saddle horse.
Hi, Jim.
Hi. Joey, this is Mr. and Mrs. Landon. They're our new neighbors. They bought the bar VW.
Hi, I'm sure pleased to meet you.
It's a pleasure for us, too, Joey.
We've seen you and your black stallion on the range. To tell you the truth, I never expected to see such a beautiful animal in this part of the country.
Fury's the best horse anywhere.
I'm sure of that. That's why I'd like to buy him. I'll give you $1,000 for him.
Perhaps you misunderstood me, Mrs. Landon. Fury's not for sale.
That's right, Miss Landon. Fury's my pal. I couldn't sell him, not even for $1 million.
Well, that price is a little high, but I might give you $1,500.
Oh, come on now, honey, don't press the issue. You heard what the boy said.
You're right. I'm licked. But if you change your mind, you know where to find us.
Before you go, I would like to show you the horses that are for sale.
Some other time. I'm afraid no other animal would appeal to me just now.
I'm afraid this isn't the time to talk about other horses, Mr. Newton. She's got her heart set on that black.
I can understand.
I'll see you soon again, I hope.
You're always welcome.
Ah, women. You'd think she's buying hats instead of horses.
You've got the Landons wrong, Pete. They've got a lot of money and they spend their time raising horses to show back east.
Well, Fury's one horse you won't get to show. Can I go see how that Pinto colt's doing?
Okay. They'll be going all afternoon.
I won't. Let's go, Fury.
That was a pretty fancy price the Landons offered for Fury.
It sure was. If it had been any horse but Fury, we'd have had a good sale on our hands. The way things are piling up, we certainly could use the money.
Oh, all the ranchers are having a tough time this year, Jim. It ain't your fault things have slowed up.
Things are not only slowed up, Pete, they've come to a dead stop. But talking about it isn't going to get my work done.
Easy, Fury. You don't want to scare him. He sure is getting big. You know, you were a little like that once, Fury. What's the matter? It's a coyote. He's liable to scare the little colt. Come on, let's chase him. I didn't see that limb. Boy, that hurt. Anyway, we gave that coyote a scare.
Tarnation happened to you?
I was chasing a coyote. I didn't see a low-hanging branch.
Well, you better chase yourself inside and let Jim have a look at that.
You're supposed to go under branches, not through them.
Yes, sir. And we were almost on top of that coyote, too.
There, how's that?
It's okay. It doesn't hurt anymore.
You sure you feel all right?
Sure, I just got a little headache, that's all.
You're lucky you've got a head. Now get your clothes off and get into bed. Pete will bring you up some dinner.
Okay, Jim.
Morning, Jim.
Pete? Smells good.
Joey getting up?
Mm-hmm.
How is he?
Well, he seems to be okay. He slept well.
That boy's head must be made out of iron.
Morning, Pete.
Morning, Joey.
Morning, Jim.
Joey, headache all gone?
Sure, it was nothing. And after school, Fury and me are going after that coyote. We'll catch him for sure.
Well, don't run into any more trees, will you? Joey, be careful.
I'm sorry, Jim. I guess this pitch was too heavy.
I reckon I filled it too full.
I'm sorry, Jim.
No harm done. Here, I'll pour it for you. There. Bring the eggs, will you, Pete? Sure you're all right?
Sure, I'm all right. Guess I better go get my slicker.
Your slicker? What for?
It's so dark, it'll probably rain before I get to school.
Joey, there's not a cloud in the sky.
There must be. Otherwise, why is it so dark?
Let me have a look at you. I thought you said the egg was gone.
Well, it was, but it comes and goes.
You better get back to bed.
What about school? I'm class monitor today.
We'll let Doc Bennett decide that. Well?
I don't like it, Jim.
You think it's really serious?
It's possible Joey's got a fracture. Might have injured the optic nerve.
How can you tell?
I can't for sure. Not till we take x-rays.
Will he have to go to the hospital for that?
No. The county has a portable x-ray unit. I'll have him come out. I don't want the boy moved. I want the county hospital. Capital 1-500.
Look, if the optic nerve is injured, then what?
Let's wait and see what the x-ray shows, Jim. This is Dr. Bennett. Give me emergency, please.
Come in. Hello, Helen.
I heard about Joey. How is he?
I wish I knew. The doctor's still in there with him.
Oh, well, don't worry about it, Jim. Little boys are tough. They're always bouncing and tumbling around. Why, you ought to see how they act in my classroom. Hello, Doctor.
Helen,
What does the x-ray show?
it shows congestion of the optic nerve, Jim. You can see where the fracture's depressed right here. It extends from the point of impact to the optic nerve, and that's what's affecting Joey's eyesight.
What does it mean?
This indicates that an immediate operation is necessary. Otherwise, Joey will go blind.
Oh, no.
And Jim, the longer we wait, the less chance there'll be of saving our boy's sight.
When do you want to operate?
And frankly, Jim, I'm not equipped to handle anything of this nature. But I do know that Joey will have an excellent chance of recovery if he's operated on in the next 48 hours.
What surgeon would you recommend?
There's at least a half dozen who are qualified. Merton and Stanley in New York, Shafter in Chicago.
Chicago's closer.
Shafter's an outstanding specialist. But time is essential.
Well, maybe I can charter a plane.
Well, is it safe for Joey to fly?
It's a risk we'll have to take, Helen. Let me know when you decide, Jim.
Doc,
Yes?
how much money will I need?
Hard to say. Shafter's not cheap. But I heard he puts in a couple of days at the clinic, and that's free.
You know I always pay my way.
Well, figuring everything, about $5,000.
Will you make the arrangements?
I'll call Shafter immediately.
We'll leave in the morning.
Long distance, please. Long distance? I want to talk to Dr. Frederick R. Shafter. Shafter, yes.
Why don't you rest a while, Jim? I'll look after Joey for a few hours.
I can't rest with that boy in there the way he is. Here I am, talking about chartering a plane, making arrangements for an expensive operation, and I don't have the money.
I have about $200 saved, if that will help.
Thank you, Helen. But I need $5,000. Will you stay here till I come back?
Where are you going?
I'm gonna run down to the bank and talk to Simpson.
What if he refuses you?
It's a bridge we'll cross when we come to it.
Is Jim back yet, Pete?
No, this waiting is making me as fidgety as a worm in hot ashes. How's Joey?
I finally got him to go to sleep. Do you think Jim will be able to raise the money?
Maybe. He's already got one heavy loan at the bank. We'll know in a minute. How'd you make out, Jim?
I found out something today. We've got a lot of friends in this valley. They scraped up $3,000.
3,000? That's wonderful.
But that still leaves you 2,000 short.
I have an idea where I can get the rest. Mrs. Landon offered me $1,500. I think maybe I can get her up to $2,000.
You ain't thinking of selling Fury.
Oh, Jim, you can't. That'd break Joey's heart.
Look, I don't have any choice. You heard what Doc Bennett said. We have to leave for Chicago in the morning.
I guess you're right, Jim. Saving Joey's eyesight's more important than keeping Fury.
I better go see how he is.
You going to tell him?
Mm-hmm. Not till after the operation.
Hi, Joey.
Hi, Jim. What did the doctor say?
He said you'll be good as new in a couple of days.
Gee, that's swell. How's Fury?
He's fine.
Please take care of him for me, so he won't get lonesome.
Sure, Joey. How about taking a nap now? Come on.
Okay.
Jim, if you want me to, I'll take him over there for you.
No, that won't make it any easier. I'll do it myself. Come on, Joey.
You better get him out of here before he wakes Joey up. Come on, boy.
You stay here, Fury.
You drive a hard bargain, Mr. Newton, but that stallion's worth $2,000 to me.
Come on up to the house. I'll give you your check.
I'm sure glad that boy of yours decided to come down from that $1 million price he was asking.
He didn't come down, Mrs. Landon. I did.
Well, for that amount of money, I'd say you made a wise decision.
It's Fury. He's broken out.
I thought you said that horse was gentle.
Well, he is most of the time.
Now, look here, Newton. I have no intention of buying a renegade. If he continues to act
Don't
like...
worry, he'll settle down. I'll have him back in a couple of hours.
We'll go with you.
How is he?
Not very hungry.
Yeah, he won't be eating nothing when he finds out about Fury.
Oh, I don't envy Jim's position. No matter how he tries to explain the sale of Fury, that boy will feel betrayed.
Yep. I'd sure hate to be the one that has to tell him. Somebody's gonna have to figure out a way to tell Fury he's been sold, too. I got a hunch he ain't gonna like it any more than Joey.
Yes, I know.
Pete! 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 Joey's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's not in his room.
You must have heard us talking. 2 to 1, he's going after Fury. I better saddle up.
Joey! 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 Fury! Fury! Fury, where are you? Fury! 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 Come on, let's go back to the ranch and get my clothes. And we'll go far away, where nobody will sell you. And we'll take care of each other.
rode halfway to the bar BW and ain't seen hide nor hair of Joey. I better call Jim.
I just did. There's no answer.
Jim! Have you seen Joey?
Joey, isn't he in bed?
He's run away, Jim. I think you overheard Pete and me talking about your selling Fury.
That makes 2 runaways. Your boy and our horse. Just what's the connection?
A very good one. Joey and Fury love each other and they belong together.
Joey's lost out there, and we've got to find him. Saddle up, Pete.
Mr. Newton, are you sure your boy knows about your selling Fury?
Mrs. Landon, I'm a horse rancher. Selling horses is my business.
Jim!
Well, you could have been killed running away like that.
Oh, what you scared? You were gonna sell Fury.
Joey, I didn't have any choice. You need an operation, and selling Fury's the only way I could get the money.
I don't want an operation. I want Fury.
Now listen to me, Joey. Listen, I couldn't tell you this before, but you have to have the operation right away.
Why? You said I'd be okay in a couple of days.
You will, but only after the operation. Otherwise, Doc Bennett says you may never be able to see again. Do you understand what that means?
Sure, I understand. But I wouldn't care if I could see or not, if Fury wasn't around. He's my pal. We help each other when we're in trouble. We belong to each other. You always said that. And you said you'd never sell him, 'cause he's mine. And we're not staying. I only came to get my clothes. And we're going far away, where nobody can find us. And nobody will ever sell him again.
You don't have to do that, Joey. I know I was wrong to try to sell Fury. We'll find another way to get that money.
Just a minute, Mr. Newton. You had no right to destroy that check. You made a deal with us, even if it was illegal.
What are you talking about?
Well, you sold us that horse when all the time it really belongs to that boy there.
And no one has a right to separate those two. You keep that check, Mr. Newton, as a deposit. Richard and I'll be needing some good breeding stock, and we might as well buy it from the Broken Wheel Ranch.
You mean you don't want Fury?
No, Joey. I guess we'll just have to get along with plain ordinary horses.
Gosh, thanks. That's great.
I think what he means is thanks.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Jim. There's Fury.
Hey, stay where you are, young man.
I just want to say hello to him.
I know, but remember what Doc said. You have to take it easy for at least another week. If you want to pet Fury, he can come over to you.
Fury! Sure great to see you, Fury. And I'm never gonna let you out of my sight again.